What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S. How about super?
Excuse me.
It is daunting, I would imagine, to step into the shoes of an icon that's existed as long as Superman has. But the film itself is so confident, start to finish. Did reading the approach that you guys were taking let you know that I'm working from a foundation, this is not an if, this is a great piece of writing, and now I can just play this character?
Very good question, and yes, very much so. David's an incredible writer, and all the input that he got from Nolan and Snyder and everyone else, it created this beautiful script. When I said at Comic-Con all that time, it's one of the best scripts I've ever read, I wasn't lying.
No, you weren't.
And it's a great story, as you saw. And it's a story, a genuine story. It's not just like, okay, it's a superhero movie and we're going to try and somehow fit in some other things. It's a story which happens to involve this incredible being from another planet who becomes what we recognize as a superhero.
Well, I think the first thing that surprised me is how powerfully emotional it is. Yeah. I mean, it really got to me many places before you ever take flight.
I know, like the first half hour, and I was in the movie, I know what the script was. First half hour, and I was watching it, I almost cried 3 times. I was like, man up.
Yeah.
Don't be seen crying in the cinema.
Well, it's Costner. I think part of the genius of casting him is that he carries his own iconic weight. And so when he is playing Dad and doing that, I mean, it's powerful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
The scale of the action is almost unbelievable. Like, it gets to a point where you are worn out shooting it. How unbelievable was the schedule and the demands placed on you?
It was a very hard schedule, it really was. We had first unit and second unit running at the same time. It wasn't 2 separate things. It wasn't like one day I came in and did the stunt stuff and one day I came in and did the acting stuff. I would do first unit, and then while they were changing setups, I would change into a different type of suit which was more durable, and then go do second unit and all the stunt stuff, or a special harness suit, or whatever the case may be. Finish doing that. During their new setup, I'd then go back to first unit, change suits again, and do their stuff. It was a very grueling schedule, but so worthwhile. Like, I wasn't sitting there huffing and puffing and fussing. It was, okay, cool, what's next? Yes, I'm exhausted, but I don't have time to be exhausted. This is a story I have to tell here.
I think one of the things that surprised me is how, because I'm so used to in action scenes, everything else shuts down and it's just the action. Whereas here, it's character defined by action. Every beat between you and Zod means something emotionally, as opposed to just more mayhem.
Absolutely. And that's the intelligence of this filmmaking. Like, Zach and Damon Caro, the stunt coordinator, really went to town on building this stuff, and David to building this stuff, so it became something special and meaningful. It wasn't just a brawl. It wasn't just like, oh, look at the spectacular fight. It means something. Everything means something. It's not just there for the sake of being there.
And I think Michael is such a wonderful dance partner for you in the film.
Yeah, Michael, when I watched the movie, he was amazing anyway. I was like, dude nailed it during the shooting. But I watched the movie, it's something else. Like, I know Michael. He's a lovely guy with a great dry sense of humor. And in the movie, he is this menacing, absolutely positive that his way is surely the right way. Yeah. And why can't you see it this way? I don't understand. And this wonderful, like, leader figure. And you'd be sitting there talking to him and saying, this very patrician, important figure, not evil. And then when you don't go his way, this menace, which is terrifying. And Shannon nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
For breaking entertainment news and more, follow @HitFix on Twitter or visit HitFix.com.